Okay, here we go. Perek aleph Mishna bet. Ha'oses sukato tachat ilan. If you make a sukkah, a beautiful, perfect sukkah, but it's underneath a tree. So you made it like right, I can't reach it, like right over here. And there's branches over it covering your tree. So then, ki'ilu asab b'toch habayit. It's as if you made it inside of a house. Now that's not kosher. That's obviously not kosher, understands the Gemara. The sukkah has to be the thing that's protecting you, that's giving you the shade. So if you have, it says, if you're inside of a house, it's not a kosher sukkah. And if you're under a tree, it's not a kosher sukkah. If you have a sukkah al gabi sukkah, so you have a double decker sukkah, okay, like that. Then Elyon Kshera, the top one is kosher because the top one is giving you, the top one of the schach is between you and the sky. But hatachtona psula. But the second one, if the top one is already thickly covered and it's a separate sukkah, so the bottom one is not considered is not a kosher sukkah because the bottom sukkah is then similar to being like inside of a house. It's not the thing that's protecting you from the schach is not the thing that's giving you shade. Rabbi Yehuda says, however, im ein diyorim belyona, and the Gemara explains that if it's not possible it's not possible for people to really live in the top sukkah. When I say the word really, what I mean is they could live there, but they have to tiptoe around. It's not the schach of the floor of that top sukkah is not strong, is not sturdy. It would be very difficult for people to live there. Then hatachtona kshera. Then that top unit is not considered its own sukkah, and so just the bottom sukkah is a sukkah. So it's not a sukkah inside of underneath another sukkah because the top one is not considered a sukkah, and the bottom one, though, however, then will be kosher. And the Chachamim, from the fact that it says Rabbi Yehuda says this, very important. That's the end of the Mishnah, but really important. Whenever the Mishnah does this, it says Rabbi Yehuda says like this after introducing a first opinion. What it's teaching you is that it's only Rabbi Yehuda that holds like this. However, it's not seen straight out in the Mishnah, but what's really going on is the Chachamim, meaning everybody else, disagrees with Rabbi Yehuda, and they hold that no, that if you are able to live in the top sukkah, even though it's not so sturdy, it's already considered a sukkah underneath another sukkah. Okay, this actually might connect, this is a riddle for you, it might connect back to the first Mishnah, what we explained in the disagreement between the Chacham and Rabbi Yehuda about how high a sukkah could be. I leave that for you to think about or to discuss with maybe a parent. Anyway, I'll just tell you a quick story over here that has to do with this Mishnah. So me and my cousins, as a kid, we worked out in an Arava field. The largest Arava field in the world is right here in New York. It belongs to my uncle and his partner. And we would go, they shipped it all over the world. Now, the ones that they sell at MDS are also from them, and they say Muncie Aravot. Muncie Aravot. That's my uncle. And then as a kid, I used to work in that field. One night, me and my cousins, we made a lot of money, and it was a lot of fun to do that work all together with a big group of people. One night, we were staying up, we decided we were going to stay through the night. They needed an extra Aravot cut, and we were going to stay through the night. We were going to work till late at night, way after the van went back from the field back to where people live. So we stayed, and we decided that for the next few hours, we would split the money like this. Some people would work, and some people would build a sukkah for us to stay. It was Chol HaMoed, it was during Sukkot still, and they needed extra Aravot in a rush. So we stayed late at night. Some of us went back. I think it was me and my cousin, Aaron Grossman, that we built this sukkah. I think that's who it was. Anyway, the point of the matter is, we built that sukkah. We built it late at night, in the darkness of night. My cousins were out building. Late at night, we all come back. We schmoozing and going to sleep. And then in the morning, we wake up. And my cousin walks out. I still remember, he starts, oh no, and he starts laughing. And I'm like, what are you laughing about, Aaron? And he points up and he sees that well above where we made that sukkah, and it was in the pitch dark when we made it, it was actually underneath a tree branch, and that whole sukkah was not kosher. So this happens, this Mishnah, and you gotta be careful about it. Sometimes on your deck. You build a sukkah on a deck of a house or wherever you are, and there's something coming over. And it's not just a tree branch, but let's say I live on a porch in a building, and I want to make a sukkah over here on my porch. But you know what? A few flights up from me, even 10 flights up from me, directly over me is another porch. That's a problemo, and that's because of this Mishnah. Have an amazing day.